everyone. Welcome to the brighter side with Sunny. That's me. And I actually feel a little bit lighter. So brighter and lighter rhymes. Less on my chest, let's just say. So, and we have a visitor here, Mr. Ric Drasin, the wonderful Ric Drasin.
Yeah, there's parts of me that just came in. Some of the working parts, some of the older parts are left in the car, and some of them fell off in the hallway, my nuts and bolts.
And I do have a sunny face. As I was driving down, it was really intense sun, and it's beautiful here in lovely Southern California. It's sunny, and I got really bright with the sun. I've got color.
Let me tell you something about that. Every day after the gym, I go to Starbucks. Mm-hmm. You know, I like Starbucks in Toluca Lake, and I found a chair in the sun.
Oh, nice.
So I sit out there for an hour, I take my hat off, and I get a little tan on my face, or at least I think I do, and kind of doze off, and then I'm good for an hour.
Nice. I would do the same thing. Shoot.
Why not?
Bake in the sun. I love the sun.
Oh, no bacon.
Okay, I got to fix my
I don't eat
headset
bacon.
Here. My little head. Hold on, guys. There we go. There. Now we're back.
Yes, we are.
Okay. And I think we're ready for our Mr. Ethan Samuels to call in.
All right, way ahead of you, Sonny. Hey, it's Ethan.
All right.
Hey, Rick.
Ethan.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, it's an honor to actually be on with you, Rick. I'm a huge fan of your work. I'm a beneficiary of your artwork over at Gold Gym Venice.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. You're also a beneficiary in my living trust.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's absolute news to me, but thanks. I'll take it.
I think he can talk about that, though. He definitely can help you with that one.
Oh, absolutely. There's what you call it? You ever heard of a certain fellow named O.J. Simpson?
I think I know who he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he has one of the most powerful protective types of trust on the known to mankind.
Yeah.
It's called a Nevada Asset Protection Trust. And what's crazy is, you know how the Brown family and the Goldman family won a 10-figure civil suit against him regarding a little that publicized murder from about 25 years ago.
Of course, sure.
Oh, they've only ever managed to capture about $500,000, despite there being 7-8 figures in his Nevada Asset Protection Trust. Because it's fueled with a life insurance policy, they've never been able to touch it.
Well, I'll tell you, my trust I keep under my mattress. My grandmother taught me that.
All right. Well, you can tell where this is going. Thank you, Ethan, for that. You brought up some really good memories, but that was the reason why I didn't want San Francisco 49ers to win. One of the reasons.
For several reasons.
Well, yeah, but I'm glad my Kansas City won. Yes.
There you go.
Right?
Yes.
I didn't win.
You know
I didn't win my boxes, though. I lost it. Darn it. Yeah. All right. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. 800-378-3212. That's 800-378-3212.
Ride on a runaway train. Neon city lights flashing, driving you insane. Look to the left, look to the right. Don't know where you're going to. Well, time! It doesn't wait for no mind.
Hey, and And welcome back with the Brighter Side with Sunny Show. And we have the wonderful Ethan Samuels, and he's calling in today. And we have the amazing, wonderful, the Rick. And we'll say the Rick.
Yes.
From Gold's Gym and
Yes.
many, many things. He's did many. I mean, he's got a long list, and I'm glad to have you in studio with me.
The list followed me all the way in here. It was attached to my ankle, but the string. So it hangs out the door.
Wonderful. And what are we going to discuss, Ethan? What are we, boy, I mean, we've got a lot, I would say, right?
Oh, so much to go over today.
I was looking at your list. I'm like, oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. But I'll tell you, I love the name of this show. You know, number one, it encapsulates Sunny and her sparkling personality and her optimism in the face of adversity.
Thank
the other
you.
thing that it encapsulates is, did you guys know that sunlight is actually the world's greatest disinfectant?
That is true.
No, I never knew that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just about every type of disease, pathogen, fungus, parasite, rash, mold, or pest, whether it affects our homes, our health, or our minds, or our economy, or our government for that matter, they all have one thing in common. They all thrive in darkness, but when you expose that nasty crap to sunlight, its odds of survival and its destructive power decreases dramatically.
So basically, when I go to Starbucks and sit in the sun, I should sit out there naked.
Well,
You'd be a streaker.
well, I mean,
We get sun in every crevice.
it's not too far off, actually. But yes, almost just about everything that afflicts a person's skin, and Rick, as a workout aficionado and a sweat aficionado, I mean, you know as well as I do, when skin gets wet, and the worst thing that you can do is try to suffocate it.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
the best thing to do is expose. Yeah, the best thing to do is expose it to some fresh air and, when possible, some sunlight.
That's why I gave up underwear about 2 years ago. It was suffocating me, and I couldn't breathe.
Oh, there you go.
I'll tell you something really funny, though. I used to get toenail polish or clear polish on my fingers, and it literally felt like I was suffocating because you get oxygen through those.
Oh, yeah. No, oxygen, it's the lifeblood of it's
It
the
all
lifeblood
goes
of the human
together.
body.
Yeah.
And we all three of us, we got something in common. We all love, we all love the gym. We all love our weights, but we need to maintain, oxygen. That's the lube of the human body.
No question about
We
it.
don't have that. Yeah, you don't have that. You start walking around like the Tin Men and with the rods with no lube.
Well, oxygen can kill a lot of bacteria and a lot of infection, too.
I like
yeah.
the sun better, though. I prefer the sun. Any day, the sun. Give me the sun. Sunny, 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 sunny.
Oh, I do, too.
It's so bright. And I'm ready to come back, and I'm fighting with that. We all enjoy the sun. So it's very positive. It lightens up and brightens up everyone's day more than the clouds and the rain, and the sun washes all that away. But yeah, thank you. So what are we talking about? Oh gosh, I would say you've got a lot of things here. I opened it up, political front, which we'll go into a little bit.
But I think we want. But one of the things that we talk about a lot in politics, we talk so much in politics. A lot of things that get lost from the human side,
Right.
and there was a very human, very real tragedy that befell our fair city last week, when one of the most beloved icons from the sport of basketball in world history was tragically taken away from us at the age of 41. I remember being in 6th grade and writing a human interest piece for the school newspaper about the 18-year-old phenom Kobe Bryant when he first joined the Lakers. And he was an inspiration for me. And, the competition that I was up against with all my girlfriends, they all had crushes on him. And I'm like, well, I'm right here. But, I could never beat him. But we also want to discuss, the family that he left behind, and the family that he tragically couldn't leave behind. I know you and your grandson were very close with them. Am I right, Patricia?
Yeah, my family is. Yeah, my daughter Jennifer. All of Kobe's cars were bought through my son-in-law, my daughter. So he's got some quite an array of cars, Bentleys, Rolls Royces, and he'll put Kobe, he'll put Lakers, he'll put 24, whatever his numbers, 8, which I had when I was younger. I had the number 8 jersey, and I can't find it because I was going to wear it, in Kobe's name. But yeah, my grandsons were trained by Kobe, and they have,
Wow.
yeah, and they have many awards sitting at home. They're beautiful. They're really good basketball players, and I'm very happy, and they're very sad over this still, as a lot of people are. They're still grieving. At the Staples Center, do you realize, I think it was 1,300, basketballs?
I saw
right?
that on the news.
Right, it was insane.
Yeah.
350 shoes, I think, and they're probably going to donate it.
Wow.
Yeah, it'll probably go, disperse amongst the family, but, it'll be nice if they donate it, I think. Kobe didn't have a great, towards the end, or should I say half of his basketball career with his parents, which were Joe and Pam Bryant. But Joe is responsible for putting Kobe into basketball and taking the whole family to Italy, because Joe himself was called Jelly Bean, and he played for the Philadelphia 76ers and San Diego Clippers, which is now the LA Clippers. So he trained Kobe. Of course,
Wow.
Kobe
A
surpassed.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's it's amazing. I mean, they have a lot of athletics. I can't even talk.
That's a hard word. Athleticism.
Thank you, Rick. Today, I get the implants out. I can't talk. But
Did they remove some brain cells too?
Right, I think so. I feel so light. I'm floating. But and Pam too was very athletic. The whole family and the sisters as well. But he was very close with his two sisters. I think it was Shaya, and he has another sister. I can't find it in all my scribble. But he loved his sisters. But yeah, Joe's career took the family to Italy and paving Kobe's dream. But by the time Kobe met and fell in love with Vanessa, that wasn't a good thing. That's when things went south, because his parents were not happy that he married Vanessa because she was Hispanic. So it was a racial thing.
I never knew that.
Yeah, there was a lot of tension from that. And then it only gets worse, because the parents decided to sell off his memorabilia. A lot of his high school stuff his rings, his championship rings. And he's like, wait a minute, I offered to buy you guys a home and you're selling my stuff?
Man.
Oh, yeah. So Kobe naturally was hurt and devastated. So he, of course, sued his parents. They settled out of court, to my understanding. Things tried to get better. I think the birth of their first child brought some happiness back a little bit, but it still was rocky. It was off and on a love-loss relationship, but he always idolized and loved his father to the point of, the last when he hugged his father and showed the love. And I think they repaired things before his death, which is a good thing, So, yeah.
Yeah, that's good to get on good terms.
Yeah, but we'll be back with more on that. Take care. See you real quick.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurante to see memorabilia of movie stars and theatrical magic right in downtown Fullerton, California. The Art of the Great Masters in an Italian town square complete with storefronts of old, Italian butchers and cheesemongers, fruit and wine vendors, seamstresses showing their wares, the romance of Romeo and Juliet. Find our mystical Room of the Moon, and don't forget King Kong, Dracula, Frankenstein, and who knows what awaits you in the wine cellar. Enjoy the great food. We hand stuff our pastas, roll each and every tortellini, bake our own bread, and make all of our sauces fresh from our private stock of Sicilian family recipes. Pasta to seafood, chicken to award-winning pizzas, tiramisu flown in from Rome. If you can't find something on our menu to tempt you, you don't like Italian food. Try our Sunday brunch, all you can eat, just $21.95. And Angelo's and Vinci's has been named the best Italian restaurant in Orange County 2 years in a row, and our owner has been named Restaurateur of the Year. Angelo's and Vinci's, Fullerton, California, 714-879-4022 or angelosandvinci's.com.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644.
Welcome back to the brighter side with me, Sunny. And we have the wonderful Ric Drasin right here to my right, taking a sip of that yummy coffee that I'm smelling and inhaling. And we've got Ethan, I think, still on the phone and joining us. He's not able to right here, usually is to my left, but he is at home with his wonderful wife, taking care of her and his beautiful daughter. So you're being such a good dad.
I do what I can. I do what I can. My dad has told my daughter that the Ferrari's in the driveway.
Oh,
her, so.
I love that. My dad used to say that too. I don't know if he used Ferrari though. I think it was a Rabbit
my dad
convertible.
wanted to give me his '47 Buick, and I said I don't even want to be seen in it.
What? Oh well.
Well, now it's a classic. Now it'd be.
But then it wasn't.
Way
then it was
cool.
just an ugly car.
Bummer. My dad had Ford trucks and things like that, which I thought was pretty cool. But I wanted the Rabbit convertible. It's such a beach girl thing, right, to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, back to that with Kobe and everybody who's listening. His memorial will be the 24th, of course, because, again, it's his numbers. And his daughter, Gianna, who was number 2, and they call her Gigi. And that's going to be a big thing. Oh, my gosh. The traffic, can you imagine down there at the Staples Center? It's going to be crazy. And, one thing we can't forget, though, is everyone else that was on that helicopter. And I want to mention that as well, which they're having a memorial at the Anaheim, the Angels, I should say, in Anaheim, the Angel Stadium, where I used to go with my father to watch the California Angels. Love them. Yes, I'm not a Dodger Blue fan, guys. That's secondary for me. But, the others included, of course, Orange Coast College basketball coach John Altobelli, his wife, Carrie, and daughter, Alyssa, and assistant coach Christina Mauser, and Sarah Chester, and her daughter, Peyton, and the pilot, of course, Ara Zoba. How do you say it? Zobian? And there's a public memorial for Antebelli family, which will be held Monday at the Angel Stadium in Anaheim. So they discovered it was the clouds, and I think he panicked, and he just turned a little bit off, and he was like 100 feet.
I heard that, yeah. There was nothing wrong with the chopper itself. It was the lack of vision.
Yeah. It was so foggy. So foggy there.
There's an expression in the U.S. military aviation community There's old pilots and there's bold pilots, but there are no old, bold pilots.
There you go. Right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Either way, it's such a tragedy, and just to go that way, and our hearts go out, and that's it. We have something else too. That, speaking of heart and sadness here, we just lost Robert Conrad.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
What?
Yes, Robert Conrad, who has been here with CRN, right, Gary? Oh my gosh, for 10 years?
Yeah, Robert Conrad, one of the great patrons of CRN Digital Talk Radio. He hosted a show. I had the pleasure of co-hosting with him for the past 2.5 years. He passed away last night, and we are very sad here. And thank you for everybody who's commenting on Facebook and calling in the office. We appreciate it.
Yes,
what did
very,
he pass
very
away
sad.
from?
I mean, he was in his 80s, and just.
Hopefully that's still young.
Hopefully.
I'm approaching there. I don't want to cash out yet, but also last night we lost Orson Bean.
Orson Bean and
Yes.
Kirk Douglas
Yeah, Kirk Douglas. But oh my gosh, 103.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Spartacus.
What a life. No, Spartacus. But Robert Conrad, I had a crush on. I was telling Gary, I go, he was my idol. I used to watch everything he was in. He was just the sexiest cowboy. I loved him and Clint Eastwood.
I
Those
did
are my
Wild
favorites.
West with Robert, and I was a
Wow.
stuntman on the show, and they had me painted green like the Hulk. So he says, "Don't be afraid to throw me around and hit me." He says, "I can take it." I said, "You sure?" He says, "Don't worry. Don't be light with me. Be rough."
Wow.
And he was really nice to me. And to the rest of the people on the set, he wasn't too nice to. He didn't care about it.
Oh, really?
And they had a dog named Macho.
Wow. Really?
And he came in with his wine and his high heels on. He says, "None of you know what the hell's going on today because I'm not here yet, but I'm here now, and I command respect." And also does my dog Macho. "Rick, we're going to have a good fight scene." I said, "Okay."
Well, he loves stuntmen. He was actually in the Stuntman Hall of Fame,
Yes.
but he actually considered himself a stuntman first and an actor second.
Give us a lot
Wow.
of respect. A lot of respect.
Did not know that.
Yeah, that part I didn't. Oh, that's crazy. So I just heard you say heels. So he wore heels. Was he really that short?
He was like 4'8".
No.
Wow.
No. He was like 5'5",
He
right?
was
Or 5'6"?
no, he was like a healthy 5'7".
A healthy, I like how you say that, Gary, a healthy 5'7".
Maybe when he was much younger, but we all get shorter as we get older.
Yeah.
Because I know
So
as
they
I get
say.
older, everything is looking up.
Wow. Well, either way, just like Prince, I love and admire and respect. And, rest in peace to a wonderful legend, icon at that. And of course the other tragedy yesterday, but Orson, that was a weird thing in the street. He got hit
by 2 cars.
He got hit. That's horrible. But anyway, stay tuned, everyone. Welcome back to Sunny soon.
For the getaway of your dreams, come to Hawaii's Playground, Ka'anapali Beach Resort, on the fun side of Maui, where the world comes to play. Find your spot on Ka'anapali Beach with 3 miles of white sand, 12 resort properties, 2 golf courses, and 2 shopping centers. Enjoy the playground of Hawaii's ancient royalty. Ka'anapali Beach Resort is Hawaii's original master plan destination resort and home of the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. With views of 2 neighboring islands, you can breathe in the land's natural beauty from your favorite resort or golf fairway. Come experience Ka'anapali's own special brand of Hawaiian hospitality with world-class dining, relaxing resorts, water sports, and activities of every kind. For romantic, family, and great friend getaways, discover the options of Ka'anapali Beach Resort, where the world comes to play. Plan your getaway today. Visit Ka'anapaliResort.com. That's KAANAPALI Resort.com.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS? News flash, the president has changed the tax laws, and now you may be able to pay the IRS less. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, the tax doctor can help you pay the IRS as little as possible allowed by law. There are new tax laws for business owners, the self-employed, even W-2 workers. If you have a back tax problem or a few years of unfilled returns, new help to save you money is now here. Call right now to see how the new tax laws can help you. Plus, right now, we'll waive the consultation fee and give you a free tax savings report. Attention business owners, the self-employed, and W-2 workers. Make this free call to the tax doctor now and learn how to take advantage of the new tax laws that may help you pay the IRS less.
800-985-1610.
800-985-1610. 800-985-1610. That's 800-985-1610.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
Legendary food critic Meryl Schindler talks about the Hill Street Cafe in Burbank, California.
The Hill Street Cafe in Burbank, California, 3301 North Glen Oaks Boulevard, open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And when I say breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I mean menus that give you everything you can possibly want. I'm looking at the dinner menu here. They got every sort of sandwich and salad. And not only do they have burgers and hot dogs, but they have burgers and hot dogs made with Beyond Meat and Beyond Sausage. They have a fitness menu. They have senior dining. It is a full-service restaurant with a lot of, I should mention, very good beers and wines. And they have a back room that is semi-private, fits up to 50 people. They offer delivery through ChowNow, Grubhub, Postmates, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. They allow filming at the restaurant as well. Parking lot is great, a lot over 60 spots. It's a terrific restaurant, and I love the fact that it's something for everybody. Hill Street Cafe, 3301 North Glen Oaks, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Welcome back to the brighter side of me, Sunny. I'm definitely shining bright with the tan that I got on the way down from my road trip. And I have Rick here smiling at me with his cool old school gym lab, and he's got a lot to talk about. And we still have Ethan on the line calling in. Ethan?
Yep.
All right, there you are. All right.
We should probably also mention, and I'm sorry to jump in like this, Patricia, we did have another sad passing, Rocky Johnson.
Yes, we did.
Of course, we got to get, thank you for that reminder. Yes, that was a toughie. Rocky had passed, which was unexpected. He had a flu and went into the hospital. I guess, to my understanding, he was sick and he was trying to defeat it, but somehow he got a blood clot that had traveled to his lung, and that was it.
I set him up with a director in Germany for a documentary, and he called Rocky, and they set a meeting, and the next day he died.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just never know. Life is so precious, guys, and you got to enjoy it. And as we were talking about family, you've got to make the most of it. You got to heal, and heal is what it's about. The sun heals everything. You got to love your family no matter what. Get through all the rockiness, and no pun intended.
No, but you got to have eyes all the
to.
way around your head when you're going anywhere, because they come from all directions. And it's just sad, even like in traffic or a pedestrian, you don't know what's going to happen to you. So you got to really be defensive.
Well, that's true, all the way around. But, you could just be sitting, and when it's your time, it's your time. God calls, and we can't prevent it. You know, those are the things that are just, you scratch your head, and you're like, what just happened?
Well,
Wait a minute.
This isn't deathly, but it's kind of funny. Do you remember when Fabio was on a roller coaster and a pigeon hit him in the face? And,
oh, yeah, I remember that.
And broke his nose?
Oh, my God.
I mean, the timing was just perfect.
Yeah.
If he would have been a second sooner, it never would have happened.
It didn't help, though. He's so funny. I called him a Lasso Opso. Did you know that?
No.
Every time I seen him, because he'd always ask me out back in the day. It was like, what was that club that was on Sunset? And he was always there with his entourage. He had all these girls around him, and there I'm in with my friends, and he's like, yeah, would you like to go out? And he had this, I'm like, no, I can't do it, because his nose was just...
Oh, man, that pigeon got him.
It's bad. Yeah, that's funny. That was my knee just then. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Boom. I like that. That kind of sounded like the wrestling. That's cool.
Oh, wow.
The fact. Did you hear that?
Yeah, but you didn't slap the mat.
Oh, I know. Don't tap me. I'll be down on the floor. They won't be able to see me though. I'll, body slam.
I watched wrestling last night. I rarely ever watch it. And they had the 4 divas on working.
Okay.
I don't know why they use them.
Which?
I don't know. They're all blondes.
Well, yeah.
And they all look alike. They all do the same move.
Yeah.
Back in the day with Mae Young and Moolah, there was some good female wrestling.
Right.
Because they look like your mom and the next door neighbor fighting at it. These young girls, they teach them 3 or 4 moves, and that's what they do, and that's the end of it.
Were you watching SmackDown?
I put it on out of lack of anything else to put on.
I was so tired. Yeah, SmackDown. I'm like, God, I can't. Someone sent me a picture. I don't know if one of the guys. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I've seen it. Been there, done that.
There's no selling.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. What do you think, Ethan? Are you watching wrestling, Ethan?
I'm watching old reruns of WWE and Glow when my daughter wakes me up at about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, wonderful, awesome. Yeah, we're on Tubi.tv. That's a little plug. They showing our matches. Yeah. And then I guess Netflix Glow will be coming out soon, the 4th season, which is like us, the 4th season of Glow. So this will be interesting, yeah. And probably around August, I guess. And then that's it, c'est la vie. But we have Afterglow. So, yeah, it's not stopping, and it's going to be bigger and better. This will be us, original Glow Girls.
They had a sign on WWE last night that said Glow, a neon.
I know, everywhere is Glow. I mean, there's Glow makeup, there's Keep Glowing. Glow is used, way before Glow even existed.
Can't hurt you, it's just publicity.
Right. Yeah.
Ethan, you know Gene LaBelle?
I have not had the pleasure, actually.
But you know who he is?
Of course.
I had lunch with him last week. I started wrestling with him in 1965. That's how long I've known him. So I asked him to do my show next week, and he said, I'll do your show next week, but call me at night because I take my calls all hours until 2 in the morning. He just lives down the street from me, but I want him to tell a story about Steven Seagal, and he says, I'll tell it. I don't care anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
He's a toughie.
Yeah.
I'd love to get him and his niece, that is, in here.
Oh, yes.
No, who's that?
Got to tell him.
I can't think of her name.
She is. Go ahead, Gary. No? She kicks butt. She's a UFC champion.
UFC champ. Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to look that up. But was it true, though, that Steven Seagal got his start because he was Mike Ovitz's kendo teacher?
Steven Seagal is just a bunch of lies.
Okay.
He doesn't know much of anything, and he and Gene were on a set, and he said that he could take Gene, and Gene says, well, I don't think you can, and Gene got behind him and gave him a famous chokehold in front of 32 stuntmen, and Gene's wife was there. She told me 5 seconds he was on the floor, and he had peed and pooped in his pants.
No.
Yeah, true story.
Is it me or is the Steve Seagal these days kind of look a little like Jim Belushi?
Right?
He looks horrible.
That is so true.
I don't know what that is on his head. Moss.
I don't either.
Maybe he didn't get enough sun on his head to kill that bacteria.
I don't know.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, we were supposed to have a caller in as well, Ethan. Janelle Gordon. I don't. Yeah, I think she's called
I've been
in.
trying to reach out to him, but she's a little bit busy still at the City Summit, where actually Sonny and I were together yesterday at the convention center at the Marriott in Burbank.
Yes.
It's a wonderful group. It's a citywide accelerator for entrepreneurs and owners of nonprofits. Her story is actually quite incredible.
It is.
And
it is.
And we were going to shed some disinfecting light on the 3rd largest and most prolific illicit form of business operating today. Right after drugs and weapons, human trafficking, did you guys realize, is the 3rd most illicit, the 3rd most profitable illicit business happening today? And it is happening in every single country in the world.
Yes, it's scary. So everybody hold on to your little girls and keep them near and dear.
Yeah, as a father of a 6-month-old, I take that real seriously. But you see that icon in my picture, back in the day when I wore that flight suit, in addition to my usual responsibilities as the intelligence officer, I was actually the anti-human trafficking officer for my squadron. And what that meant was I would have to research every time we went into a foreign port, which was every couple months, on our ship, the USS Carl Vinson. I would have to find out about what type of human trafficking was proliferating where we were, how to spot signs of it, how to make sure nobody inadvertently or otherwise patronized any establishment that utilized human trafficking.
Wow. Well, when we come back, we'll talk some more about that as well, Ethan. Thank you so much.
How would you like to get a free IRS deduction, possibly saving hundreds of dollars on your taxes, and do something good? If you've got an old car, you can donate it to help veterans. It's a pain to try and sell a car yourself. So, pick up your phone and make a free call to Veteran Car Donations. They'll come and get your vehicle within a few days for free and give you a receipt to use for your tax refund. Of course, check with your accountant for details. Now is the perfect opportunity to help veterans and get rid of an old car. Veteran Car Donations will come and get it for free. We only ask for 2 minutes of your time right now on the phone to get the whole process started. So please help the vets and make this free call now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
How would you like to save up to $500 on your next vacation package? Any vacation package anywhere in the world. Just call Superior Travel and mention the code RADIO and save up to $500. We'll design a custom, fantastic vacation just for you with all the bells and whistles. Not some cookie-cutter vacation, but a unique, all-included vacation customized by one of our exclusive travel experts. And our service is completely free. You pay nothing more. So why waste your time? Let us do it for you. We've got over 100 years of travel experience to help create the perfect trip for you. Call now and learn how to save up to $500 on your next custom vacation. Pick up the phone, call Superior Travel, and use the code word RADIO.
800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. That's 800-570-9631.
Welcome back to the brighter side with Sunny. And we have Mr. Ric Drasin to the right of me, and we have wonderful Ethan Samuels on the line talking about a really tough subject and what's going on in our world, which is human trafficking. And I had no idea you were involved with that and helping in that. That's pretty awesome, Ethan.
Yeah, just to be clear, I was not involved in any acts of human trafficking.
Oh, no, I wouldn't think so.
I was involved in efforts to try to curb human trafficking. And as a matter of fact, back in 2006, George W. Bush actually signed into law a bill that made participating in human trafficking knowingly or unknowingly grounds for removal from the armed forces under Article 184 of the Uniform Code of Military Justice as actions prejudicial to good order and discipline. And this woman who was unfortunately unable to join us today, but I'm going to discuss her story a little bit real quick, named Janelle Gordon. She had actually been sexually exploited a great deal growing up, and tried to get away from the family that did this to her by joining the military. And this is where it gets really tragic. The military messed up its paperwork because she had some medical issues due to some of these this abuse, and these medical issues went untreated all through boot camp, and she was unable to actually ultimately complete it. And she got stuck with a massive amount of medical debt, and into this situation, she wound up actually getting trafficked, and spent 10 years being sent throughout the world, forced to strip, forced to do all kinds of stuff, and only recently got out and figured out what had happened to her. But now she's actually running a large nonprofit that spread awareness of human trafficking, and promotes healing through different types of yoga. And her story is actually quite remarkable and quite endearing and empowering. And it is, the fact that she was able to survive and come back strong is a testament to her lack of willingness to truly allow herself to be defeated. But you want to make sure that that you know about the dangers that really affect everybody. And if you're a father like I am, and you've got a young daughter, you want to make sure that she knows how to defend herself, keeps a good head on her shoulders, and is hyper-vigilant.
Absolutely, and most important, scream to the top of your lungs, because that's also important. Yeah, it happened to her when she was 19, and she has an organization called Beyond Freedom, which is pretty cool. She's a really nice lady. I had a nice talk with her yesterday, and like you said, she has different outlets for women, yoga and how to express the body, but also how to protect yourself from attacks and things. Of course, we had a lot to speak about, and I said, well, I was in a different arena, but and I shed a little bit of my past with her, and she was just like, oh my gosh. I go, yeah, but I think it's admirable for all of us women to stick together. And there's so many things right now we're making movement on. And one of them is safety, because you just never know, as we were just talking about life, and any one of us can go, but it's not fun when you get attacked by a male individual that whatever size. And my attacker was 10 times bigger than I was. So I kind of really didn't, I couldn't do anything. I tried, but unfortunately with these children, which is sad, as we're talking the human trafficking, which I believe in downtown LA, they had like a bunch of these kids in a van type thing, and they just grab them and snatch them that quick. And it's scary. And they shackle them, tie them up, and gag them. And it's dreadful.
Well, I taught my daughter wrestling moves in the ring just in case. I doubt she'll remember any one of them, but
I did too.
At least she can figure it out a bit.
Well, Shayna was in karate, but that was when she was little, But wrestling, I taught her wrestling too, but she didn't want anything to do with it.
I just taught her some key moves.
My wife and I have a standing agreement that as soon as our 6-month-old daughter learns to walk, she's getting enrolled in Krav Maga.
Oh,
exactly.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think is it Ayal? I want. He's.
Ayal.
Yes, thank you. Krav Maga. I was taught with him. I was with him in some classes, and oh my gosh, he's amazing. There's actually quite a few, in the Israeli army that are really good. So, yeah.
And one thing that Ms. Janelle wasn't able to, may not have told you, was that I actually put her in touch with her congresswoman, to whom she petitioned for some relief, because some of the debt that she had to incur as a result of the misdiagnosis medically was from the military. And one of the things that service members that congressional representatives can do is help people who are seeking some type of relief from the military, with that. And I had actually written some campaign copy for a woman running for Congress in Janelle's own district.
Nice.
And I put the two of them in touch, and she's actually going to go and work with Janelle. But some of the campaign copy that I've actually written for her was about this, horrible elephant in the room that's been sitting on all of our chests for the last couple of months regarding our president and the impeachment, which thankfully ended exactly the way that we expected it to end, which was with an acquittal.
Yes. Yeah, we knew that was just a waste of time, and it was just a clown show with all that. And I love the memes. I was getting so many memes of what's her face? God. Miss Lucy.
Oh yeah.
Did we say Loss? Too bad.
There's actually a meme that I saw with Johnny Cochran telling Nancy Pelosi, if you can't impeach, tear up the speech.
There you go. I know. I like her in the straitjacket. That was funny. And Rick, we'll be talking about you next when we come back.
I am doing it all. The water, the fiber, the exercise, but I still have constipation with belly pain, straining, and bloating that keep coming back. My doctor said that I may have a chronic medical condition called irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C.
Linzess, linaclotide, is a prescription medication that treats adults with IBS with constipation. Linzess helps relieve belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Individual results may vary. Do not give to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and learn more at linzess.com. That's LINZESS.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Sponsored by Allergan Pharmaceuticals and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1,800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. They want your money, and guess what? They can legally take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you. So what do? Fight back by letting our team of experts at the tax helpline work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws and will fight to save your money. So if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket.
800-932-1597. 800-932-1597. 800-932-1597. That's 800-932-1597.
Ride on a runaway train. Neon city lights flashing, driving you insane. Look to the left.
Hey, welcome back to the Brighter Side with Sunny Show. And we have Mr. Ric Drasin and Mr. Ethan Samuels on the line with us. And I want to get Ric's story. He's been sitting here so kind and patient and sipping his coffee. And this guy can't even speak. He's got a long list. It's like, where do I start?
Yeah.
You know, he's got pages full of things. So, yeah, do tell.
Well, I have a long history, as you know, in wrestling and bodybuilding and designing the Gold's Gym logo and a clothing line and on and on and on and on my YouTube channel with 38 million viewers, which is doing real well. But being an athlete, which I never thought of myself as an athlete, I was a guitar player in a band in Capitol Records. But when I got into bodybuilding and wrestling, I became the athlete that I didn't know I was. So getting in the ring and bouncing around and jumping here and doing that and wrestling 6 nights a week over a period of time, I really enjoyed it, but it takes a toll on your joints, big time.
Yeah.
Shoulders hurt, my lower back was sore, I lost some teeth, I tore my quads, I tore a tricep, but I kept going. And I would just go to the gym and work out, even in a walker, and I had pneumonia and congestive heart failure, and I went to the gym with an oxygen tank.
You're a toughie, though.
Because I wanted to get well, which I did. Yeah. So I went to a doctor, I had bone on my knee, and he started to inject me with cortisone, which was like a miracle drug. But he said, you can only do so many, and you're going to run out. It's not going to help you anymore. So then he switched over to Synvist, which is a gel. So I did that, and it worked for a little time. He says, you're going to need a knee replacement, but you'll tell me when. So I finally said, I think I'm ready. I went to Cedars-Sinai. He put a knee in there that's metal and titanium and plastic. And, of course, I got a staph infection. Shit. I used to get a lot of those. I cut my finger off, I got a staph infection. I had one on my foot. I had it in my quad when I tore it, so I got it again. Meantime, I got through that, and I went back to the gym with a leg brace and a walker and worked out every day until I could walk normal. And pretty soon it started to be okay for about a year or two. Well, then a year ago, it started to act up, and I started getting a swelling in my calf, and I had holes in my calf that worms could crawl in and out of that were leaking blood. They said it could be cellulitis or venous stasis, which is a lack of circulation, so they killed a vein in my leg. I said, well, doctor, where's the blood going to go? He said, oh, it'll find a way. Well, it found a way right out of my leg onto the ground.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, everywhere I go, I'd be leaking blood. I said, this is like, I hope there's vampires following me around. So I finally got nurses about every day to come and they'd pack it and then wrap it. And I said, try to be here by 9 because I'm going to the gym at 9:30. You're going to the gym? I said, well, what do I want to do? Sit here and just look at my leg all day? So I did, and then over a period of time, it finally healed up and left some scars in there. So I kept wondering, why does my knee hurt so bad? And so we thought maybe there was an infection in the joint. And if there is, it's a serious thing because they have to take that joint out and the antibiotics and put they call it a block in there that's made out of cement for 3 months and then take it out and put another knee in. I said, I don't want to go through all that. So I got a doctor to put me on Bactrim, which kind of helped it subside. And then a month ago, I got this lump in the back of my calf the size of a huge lemon. I mean, that sucker was big. I didn't know what it was. Every doctor I went to said, no, I don't want to mess with it. I went to the ER for 7 hours. I won't put a needle in there. I don't want to give you an infection. Go to your orthopedic. Go to a wound care doctor. Go here, go there. I'm so tired of going around that the day I came out of ER, the next day, I sat down in my backyard and the thing popped. And I must have lost a pint of blood all over the floor.
Oh, gosh.
So I wrapped it for that night and the next day, and little by little, it went way down and went down even more. And then pretty soon, it went all the way down. So what they told me, if this doesn't heal up, you cannot have your knee replaced because if we operate and you get an infection, we're going to have to take your leg off.
Oh, God, you don't want that.
Or it can get in your blood and you can die. So I'm now, it's down. I went to a surgeon, and he's got it wrapped up, and there's nothing in there now. There's no drainage, and it's feeling pretty good.
Good, Rick.
And so if we have it taken care of, then I'll have a knee.
Wonderful. Yay. And we want you back so you're walking fast and you're out in action and you're always back.
I won't be doing any dancing soon.
Oh, darn. I won't be asking you to go then to a Valentine's dance.
Oh, no, I'll go with you, but I'll hold you while you dance.
Well, thank you for being honest, my guest. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Rick. Always. You and I are always good together. And thank you, Ethan.
Which was most important because that was your theme.
Are you tired of hearing your favorite talk radio show sound like this? What if you could hear your favorite shows in crystal clear, high-definition digital sound? Well, with CRN Digital Talk Radio's 6 channels of high-definition radio, you can now hear all of your favorite hosts like you've never heard them before in